Alright, it is 1:21 in the afternoon. I've basically 5 hours and 10 minutes to drive, depending on how long it takes for me to get through this coil process here. How that truck is set up is sort of how I'm set up, but yeah, that's a pink sticker for that company to show that I've been through their safety training. It's going to take me 6 hours and 45 minutes to make it back to the Madison yard, so I will not be home until tomorrow, but I should be home early, because as soon as I'm going to get up super early as soon as my 10-hour break is over and go home. Or I should say go to the Madison yard and then go home. Once the problem, because you wait in line and have plenty of time to make a video. We'll go through, they'll set a coil on the bed of my flatbed. Since I'm doing shotgun, I'll put 2 chains on. They have a securement area in which I will go over and finish complete securement and tarping, because this load requires a tarp, which is cool. Extra money. Last week's check was monstrously large. So, and it helps that they keep you out over the, have you work over the weekend. So, I mean, it may have been abnormally large. I mean, non-characteristic of at my 6-month mark. So, we shall see. Hopefully I can get home and get a haircut, because I feel like a hippie. And his escarpments, I was worried this morning going into Warren, Michigan. It was, I had to travel through Toledo, and I was like in and out of there faster than a Fiber One bar. So it's, I was quite pleased. And in fact, I pulled into the yard, turned off my clock when I arrived, checked in. They told me where to go. I pulled around and unsecured my load. The guy pulled the bars off, and I came back in and hit my clock saying, "Hey, I'm done," because I put everything away, and it said 19 minutes, and I'm like, woo, that was a good one. So I was done in 19 minutes, which is great. But as Omnitrax likes to do, about 10 minutes, I was like, I better make a phone call. And as soon as my fleet manager answered the phone, the message left my outbox. So maybe I need to make phone calls in Granite City. So what does that mean? I don't have to go back to work until Monday morning. So yeah, I don't get a full Saturday and Sunday off, but hey, I'll take a full day and a half. That makes me happy. And I'll go from there. We'll see what the Omnitrax, but the way I was facing the sun and the brightness of it wouldn't look good. So, looks like it's time to pull forward. About getting up really early is the day is over. Really, gravel parking lot. They might be able to get another row of trucks in here, but you can see there's me and everybody else. And it's this is exit 136 off of I-70. So I had to look at the sign there because I was thinking I-44, but that's not right. And here's the truck stop. They got the normal stuff inside. And Saturday, and have all of Sunday off and get to go to work on Monday. I'll feel like almost a normal person. So it's a bit dusty, and it put a haze right all over my truck, which I'm disappointed in. But I could take it to a truck wash tomorrow on my way home. But then it sits all weekend and may not. It may just gather dust. So I don't know. I'd even get up at 4 to do it. And get home at 6. It's a little over 44,000. And I did a slightly different The thing with this particular trailer, and I don't see if you can see it, usually, this is an older trailer, usually there's a lip or a groove right here. So when you put on your bungee, it is now it is tight, but I mean it can flap and stretch ways I may not want. So otherwise, I did a shotgun style, which means that the eyes are to the rub rails, so I had actually extra. If I would have turned it the other way, I have a feeling I might have had to do my super flap job. And then folded my tarp up, and all my tarp is under here, all the excess. And I kind of like that because it creates a with all of that extra tarp underneath. At least this is my opinion. I could be way wrong. The extra tarp that's shoved underneath here provides like I think a gasket for any rain that may come this way, but I don't foresee any of that happening. Hey, maybe I'll have a partner tonight. Or he's looking for fuel. Actually, I never look for partners. That's why I'll never be a trainer. And I'll never say never. Yeah, I'm not into partners, so I'm pretty much a solo driver. I can see being a team driver if like one of my kids were to grow up or an idiot. You need to join, because I'm already retired from one career, and that's I might have to restart this entire video because that just sounded really bad. No, seriously, I want my kids to succeed in life and what makes them happy. I don't want them to pursue things that I do in an effort to be like me, going into the military, which he does a lot of thinking about it. He doesn't really do a lot of acting. You can pay rent to me, or you can pay rent and live by yourself. It's all up to you. Well, they pay rent to me. So I've got actually two renters in my house. Man, I've got all kinds of stuff coming in. It's crazy. I'm retired military, so I got a pension. I've got two renters that I can trust because I'm related to them. I guess I can. It was obscene, almost obscene on how large it was. I didn't realize I drove that much. It was over $1,700 for 1 week's work. And of course the government takes their chunk, and so does Illinois because I'm a state resident. So it came out to like $1,300. So it's weird to see that, but hey, I just thought I'd share it so you know about it. This is the end of my day, and it's I can maybe that's the plan I always have in my head. When I get home, I'm gonna work on I have a room I'm making downstairs, and I'm almost done with it. But every time I get home for today, and then I'll work on it tomorrow, and it never happens because tomorrow usually ends up being, hey, I got to go to work. So, but this weekend is going to be different. I can feel it.